What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about our second Summer League game of our Chicago Bulls season, as the Chicago Bulls get swiftly dealt with by the New York Knicks. Now, at the end of the day, as much as you learn from wins, you can learn from losses in this league, and unfortunately the Bulls suffered one of the worst losses I've seen from the Summer League against a very talented New York Knicks team that was very competitive in the Summer League last year. So you got a lot to learn out of this young core team to try and, I guess, compete for the next game, get ready for the next game. But ultimately, it's not one that I'm going to be talking too much about. I think if you watched the game, you saw exactly what you needed to see. You saw the weaknesses that we suffered. You saw some of the, I guess, better players prevail, at least in this part of the game. And at the end of the day, there's not really too much else to discuss, but we'll continue to try and analyze this game. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bull Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls game against the New York Knicks in our second Summer League game. What are your thoughts on some of the inconsistencies in the players today? Some of our best players in the last game obviously did not deliver whatsoever in this type of game, and this is some of the things you got to worry about in terms of development and inconsistency. But I want to try and lighten the mood up, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, this might not affect you guys that much, but it affects me. Ladies and gentlemen, today is my birthday. Yes, another year older for me. So happy, so thrilled, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to make it a tradition on this channel to sing happy birthday to the host, Aidan. So, ladies and gentlemen, hand on that chest, and let's begin that song. Happy... Anyway, it's all fun and games, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to lighten up the mood. I'm not going to sing happy birthday here. I wanted to make some sort of joke because, again, like, what can you really say in this type of situation? What can you really say when you pretty much get manhandled from the very beginning to the very end of the game? I don't really find too many positives whatsoever with the performance that we saw between the Bulls and the Knicks today. Obviously, you got to give credit where it's due to that really talented New York Knicks team. Of course, from what I've heard from the commentators and stuff, I can't speak on this from what I've seen, but from the commentators, that team is stuck together throughout the Summer League. So obviously they have the experience advantage. Obviously, I think they have the size and length advantage. They have the athleticism advantage over us as well. And all of that was put to the test. I felt like it was really upsetting to see some of our, I guess, better players not really stand up and deliver in today's game compared to last game. I'm not just, I guess, talking about Marco here, because obviously he's probably the big one. He had 27 in the last game, only dropped 1 point in today's game. I think it's just a combination of everything. I felt like we were physically dominated in every single aspect of the game, from three-point shooting to obviously running out in transition, getting easy layups, stuff like that. We were beaten in the mid-range, we were beaten in the paint, beaten at the three, beaten on defense, beaten on steals, beaten on foul, everything. Literally everything you can think of. The Bulls did not probably win that contest. And the attitude that we saw in the last game where we fought back when we were down, we didn't really see a lot of that in this game. I think the lead kept on getting higher and higher and higher throughout all 4 of those quarters. So it's a bit of a frustrating one. But as I said at the start of the video, you can learn a lot from losses as much as you learn from wins. I hope these players have a sour taste in their mouth, because as young players, to pretty much come in and put that type of effort in and that type of performance in, it's got to be frustrating. You got to feel frustrated about a performance like this, where so many Bulls fans were really excited about the first game, to come into this game and to not really get out of the blocks really. It is a bit of a frustrating moment for Bulls fans as well that did watch this Summer League game, that took the time out to watch it. And these players will have to take exception to that. They will have to feel for that. They will have to feel angry. They'll have to be coming back ready and motivated. Sometimes when you lose, this is when you truly see what players are made of. The next game is going to be very important for me, because I don't think you can come out with that type of energy, obviously that type of inexperience compared to that Knicks team, and get dominated like that and not have a response in the next game. And this is something that I've always said about the Bulls main team as well. When you get blown out, everybody gets blown out here and there. It's not out of the norms of reality. You see the best of the best teams get blown out sometimes. It happens. Stuff happens. You have bad games. You got to move on from them. But the next game, the response is the most important thing for me now. If we see a response for some of these young players, then at least they show I guess the passion and energy that we want from them to see. And sometimes it's hard work that gets you out of those situations. So I'm expecting the Bulls to take this loss in their stride, work very hard in their training session tomorrow, and come back in the next game and actually just show a response. We need a response from that type of game. I don't think we could just let that slide and then fall to another blowout, because that would be very disappointing. From our rookies that were signed onto here, to our second-year players, to our two-way contract players, whatever the case may be, it would be very disappointing if we go into the next game and suffer a very similar fate. Time will tell, but this is definitely not a loss that you want on your conscience, and that's why I'm going to keep this video relatively short. At the end of the day, there's no need to really take a deeper dive and analyze everything that went wrong with this game, because the fact of the matter is, literally everything went wrong in this game. There was not one thing that went our way, and sometimes good teams just really humble you, and the Knicks played better, and the Knicks were a good team. So again, all credit to that New York Knicks Summer League team. I can't really remember if I think they competed in the Summer League Championship last year. I don't actually know. I can't remember. But again, just listening to the commentators, in my opinion, the commentators were the best part of the game. They were praising the Bulls' main team the entire time. We got to update Alonzo Ball. That's a bit concerning. I'll make a video about that later down the line. Billy Donovan was speaking about the Bulls. I don't know if they were Bulls commentators. I don't know really who they were, in all honesty, but they were praising the Bulls to the moon and back. So that was the best part of watching the Summer League game. But yeah, look, I'm not saying everybody played poorly. I think obviously I think Justin Lewis had a good game in my opinion. Dalen Terry had a strong second half. Even guys like Drell, I think that's how you say his name, he was making some shots as well, made some three-point shots, I believe. So look, it wasn't a total loss, it wasn't a total disaster, I guess you could say, but we've got to be honest, it wasn't exactly great to watch either. I think many people would be leaving this game relatively disappointed, but yeah, it is what it is. It's time to move on. I'm not going to rage and lose sleep over a loss like this, but I'm not exactly happy about it either. So we'll end the video here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't want to waste your guys' time too much. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. The next game, I'm looking for a response. I think that's what we're going to need, and hopefully we get that in abundance. And maybe we can be a team that blows out a team in the next game. I think that's what we need to be looking for. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care. And